Raid Shadow Legends, we are on the UNR account, the uncommon and rare account. I'm not going to call it free to play. Who knows what will happen if we want to get chickens or if we want to get extra energy. I'm not going to commit to free to play. I am going to commit to uncommons and rares only, and I'm not going to use any kind of, I'm not going to buy shards or do any of that stuff. So the name of the account is Seducer. It's right here. We have some shards to open up. I actually just opened up some shards because we're at max. So let's not worry about that. But my first 10 shards were, I got a shield guard in there, which was amazing. I recorded it. I could put it in here, but it doesn't matter. My first 10 shards were pretty much 1 stars. And then I had a 2-star shield guard. It was like, it was meant to be. So here he is. I've got this gear on him. As you go through the missions and you go through everything else, it'll tell you that you need to bring so many pieces of artifacts up to +4, and then put support artifacts, put this life gear on a support person. And then we've got Kale over here, and you know, the normal things we had to do, use a book, all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing the missions, right? We are on 8 of 286, so we've got quite a ways to go. So I need to clear 1 stage of the Arcane Keep to proceed forward, and then we have challenges that we've been doing. So we are on part 3 of 10 of this, 2 of 5 of this one, and then I believe the rest of these aren't. Yeah, the rest of these I need to do another win arena battle. Let's see if we can do that right now with our team. See if we are up against anybody. Let's refresh. Just get this out of the way really quick. Oh, there we go. Look at that. 19 8s, 8s, 8s. We got to be able to take them out. Now, Shield Guard has been hitting hard. He's doing great for where he's at. He's only 24. He doesn't even have any kind of good gear on him at all. And he's a beast, right? Does damage based on defense. His AoE is on a 4-turn cooldown right now. But once we get enough shield guards to lower it down, or enough rare books if we ever get there, I don't want to use... I'm on a free-to-play account. Again, if I use any money for anything, it is only for energy, and it's only gems for energy, or chickens just to get us to 6-star, so we don't have to waste all that time doing it. I know you guys don't like to hear that. Half of you have said that's fine because it would speed up progression. You know, it'd be the same thing. It's basically the same thing. We all know what the grind is. I mean, the grind is not like, oh, Stu, you're not being a true free-to-play player. I could grind it out, sure. I could take 1 stars into 2 stars into whatever else. I've already done that, man. I did that. I did that when I first started playing this game. I didn't come into this game wailing. I came into this game playing it normal for a couple weeks to make sure I really enjoyed it. We didn't have chickens back then, so it didn't matter when I started playing. So I had to grind everything up from 1 stars. I used to use 1 stars, 2 stars. So I know what it's like. I still use 2 stars today, of course, but I used to use 1 stars to level up. There were times when I was using anything I could. So I know how it is. Believe me, it's no big deal. We can do that, yes. I mean, obviously, you see, I've already got a Kale coming up. I've got a Shield Guard coming up. So grinding some stages to keep making 1s into 2s into 3s is not going to be difficult. What else do we have, though? Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's get into some exciting stuff. So we've been doing missions. We've been doing challenges. What is my idea for what I want to do for my team? So right now, let's look at these champions that I have. So again, I hit Shield Guard, amazing. Once I get this down to a 2-turn cooldown, this AoE, I mean, I just feel like it's going to be so easy. I feel like it's going to be so easy for me to take on the content once this is at a 2-turn. And of course, I get some crit gloves, but I'm not even worried about the crit gloves. Once I get the crit gloves and he's critting more often, taking another turn, coming in with this, and then the next turn he's doing his AoE again, I think it's going to make it easy for us to breeze through a lot of stuff, or to farm anything that we get to farm, right? And then we've got Kale over here, which is my boy. I'm going to make him as fast as possible. I'm just going to try to 2-turn the waves. I'm not going to make him super strong. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to do speed boots all the way. I'm going to do speed substats, whatever I can, lifesteal gear, and then I'm just going to make sure I can do this acid rain as often as possible, 2-turn the waves. It's coming back up again. Drop it on him, and we're good to go. So Kale's going to carry us. Shield Guard's going to carry us too, man. I believe in Shield Guard. I really do. Plus, I pulled him right away. It was meant to be. This girl, after looking at her sniper, she has some really good abilities. Really good. Look, extra crit. If she crits, she gets turn meter, and then she hits everybody AoE 2 times, and then has a chance to decrease speed. What's bad about that? Nothing is bad about that whatsoever. So I'm not going to keep her. I mean, I'm using her now, right? But I'm going to crunch her. I'm going to eat her later on once I get War Maiden. Of course, we're going to get War Maiden. AoE, decreased defense, 60% is insane. And we can farm her later on once we get down there. So let's look at... Oh, also, this one other champ stood out to me because I thought about her before and using her in a team, right? I thought about using her for this right here. Heals the ally with the lowest HP by 40% of this champion's max HP, and then completely fills the turn meter if the ally is fully healed. This champion's turn meter cannot be filled in this way. 3-turn cooldown, which is really cool. we could get her HP up really high, and then we'll be giving our people, heals and additional turns. And then I also started thinking about this with Taurus. I was like, even though we're getting off subject here, I was like, what if I do a Taurus Skinwalker? Where's he at? What if I do him, and he does the AOE, puts poisons up on everybody. His life is gonna go way down. I heal him up with that girl, and he's got very low HP, right? I just make him kind of like defense heavy or speed heavy or whatever I want, and then he comes back full health and gets another turn right away to try to get back to this again. I don't know. Frenzy Gear could kind of do the same thing. So I was just trying to think of how we could use her to get people to get another turn, but it's got to be somebody that's the lowest on the team. And so somebody who's been taking damage or inflicts damage on themselves just like him. But I still think she's pretty cool. For an uncommon, it's very interesting. It's a very cool ability, 3-turn cooldown. Maybe we could work some way to get some cool stuff out of that. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we can. Or maybe we can use it in Spider somehow for the tank Spider, the person who's taking all the damage. So she keeps healing them, then they take another turn to heal back up if they didn't counterattack. But it's on a 3-turn cooldown. If this was on a 2-turn cooldown, it'd be crazy. Let's get on with what we're doing with this UNR account. I don't think UNR stands for anything bad, so we should be fine with the UNR StewDucer account. We've got some arena to do. Let's look at what we have campaign-wise. So I've done a little bit of damage. I did a few dungeons, but I stopped doing it because what I was doing, I was going to get War Priest her Ascension so she can heal everybody, but I don't know if I really want to do that yet. I want to farm first. I want to keep going. So we do have Valerie we could go for. She's a good champion. I kind of don't want to waste my time with her. Maybe I could replace War Maiden with Valerie if she does okay heals here. But I don't know. I've never really played with her before. I know she does the extension as well. And decrease the duration of all debuffs on allies is good as well. And then increase the attack. So either one, War Maiden or her. But of course, I want an Apothecary. You know that. Do I want this guy here? I don't want him. Nobody else on here really stands out. That girl, Sorceress, is pretty cool. This is Spirit Host. I know a lot of you guys like to get Spirit Host when you play free-to-play. And you have the speed lead. You have the remove debuffs and block debuffs. It's on such a long cooldown. And then buffs all allies for 2 turns. I don't want to go with her. I really don't want to go with Spirit Host. I'm not worried about that. We're not trying to do early game PvP and wreck people or even get involved with that. We'll just do our PvP as we do it. Here, it's blocked. So what I'm going to do is go over to this game right here. I'm going to pull this up. So we were on this one. Let me pull this up for a second. It's kind of a shame they won't show us it even though it's locked. I'd rather see it. But right here we have Avenger and we have Harris. I don't really care about either one of those as well. So I want to get to this dog. Really isn't very good. Where do we need to get to? Templar's okay. He's not a bad rare. I do not mind him. So we need to get all the way up to 9, right? Yeah, here we are. So War Maiden. I'm just going to farm the hell out of 9. I'm going to farm out of 9 until I get this girl. And we are going to work with this, right? Decrease defense of 30%, 60% once she's ascended. We'll try to get her ascended. We'll try to get multiple copies of her. And once we have her, drop in this bomb. And then we have Shield Guard and Kale following up. And then we have our healer. And then we have like our main dedicated healer, like a big group healer. War Priest is fine. Or whoever else we get. And then we have Apothecary doing a speed increase and spot heals. I think we'll be set. I don't think we'll have any problems from there on doing whatever we need to do. So that's not a lot to get. We just need Apothecary to pop up. So who knows if that'll ever happen. And I like Executioner. I'm still a big fan of Executioner. The AoE here on a 3-turn cooldown that decreases the turn meter and puts a slow speed on is still very strong. If we're talking about an uncommon and a rare account to do everything all the way up to end game, he's still very strong. And he's a defensive champion. And then I also actually like Diabolus because she attacks everybody, and then on top of that, she places an increased speed buff on all of us for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. So AoE attack and places a speed increase on us for 30%. I mean, that's good, right? If we don't get Kale anytime soon and we make it here, and then she feels the turn meter, decreases their turn meter, any kind of turn meter manipulation, and that she does damage, I'm going for it. Diabolus is going to be one of my people that I'm going to sub in there as well. So it's kind of at the end, right? So we got to go to 9, then we got to go to 12. So, and then the drop rate, that's brutal right there. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't show you the drop rate, but the drop rates are so low on normal. So we're on normal. So the chances of us actually getting that champion rare is not really, really high, but all you can do is keep farming. We've got enough energy right now. So we've been doing okay. Let's close this out by going into dragons and see what we can do with just the team I have right now. Again, I think we only have a few of them. Even maybe her. She's probably going to die right away. So let's see what we can do in Dragons. Let's see what kind of gear drops. I'm not going to focus, you know, as a free-to-play account, I think you should always do your missions. You should always do your quests that you have, and you should do campaign as much as possible as you're starting out. It might seem a little boring. Do you want to come in here and spice it up, switch it up with some dragons or whatever else you want to try out for the first like 2 or 3 stages? That's fine. You want to go jump into Minotaur for those first two or three stages? That's fine too. Hey, get those early scrolls if you want. Do a few masteries right away. That's fine as well too. You might actually want to do that. It might be good. I haven't even thought about that. This is the first time I actually thought about it. But yeah, you can get the what can you get this early? I mean, it's crazy. You have to really go back and relearn the game from such an early perspective. It's kind of wild and it's fun. It's funner than I thought it would be because I'm making videos about it. If I was just doing it by myself, or if I was with a buddy and we were doing a challenge with each other, then I think it would be more enjoyable, right? If you're actually having a challenge with somebody, doing it with them, I think you'd have fun with it. I think even if you have a really good account and you're doing it on auto all the time and you want to do an account like this with your friends, I think it'll be fun as long as you do it in a kind of little competition way. Let's go over here and look at Minotaur, see what we can do really quick in the early games. So yeah, we could get a few scrolls and then we could go into masteries right now and get, you know what, 30 regular scrolls would get us the ability to do, where's Kale's masteries? Get us the ability to get in here and just get crit and crit rate. And that's fine. And then over here, I would go for maybe 10 accuracy. I don't know, because it just depends on how, you don't want to reset right away. So if anything, definitely get a few scrolls. You get 3, right? We saw from that first one. Get the crit and crit rate. Get the crit damage and crit rate and crit damage. Jesus. Get those 2, because no matter what, they're going to help you a tremendous amount with all the champions that you have doing damage. So always get those 2 and then hit that campaign, stay at it, and then here we go. So that's what I want to see shortly. So on our next video, I'm hoping I'm going to grind tonight. I'm hoping I can get up here. I don't know if it's going to be kind of hard to get up here and get our shield, our War Maiden. We'll try to get our War Maiden. I'll be farming there for a while. I'll tell you how long it takes me to get my War Maiden, and then I'm going to come over here and get the other one, Diablos was it? And then we're going to keep pulling and hopefully get a apothecary, and then we'll be really set for a while. As far as anything else goes, I'm going to pull in some specialty things like Add Monitor, a couple other ones that are uncommon that do shared damage for 50% on a 2-turn cooldown. We're going to see some really unique champions pop out that I'm going to try to use to get us through some stages early on that might help us out. We will see. But that's where we're at with the UNR account right now. I'm going to get back to grinding on it. I have a lot to do. You know how it is in the beginning. They give you a lot of energy in the beginning, and then you're like, hey, where's my energy? I don't have any anymore, player. And what's going on? Where did all my energy go? It was so fun in the beginning. Now I'm just like, Kurt. You just stop. So that's where we're at. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in a video soon. Also, we are almost at 10K subscribers. We're getting closer. So if you watch my videos, and especially if you made it this far, you better be a subscriber. If you made it 10 minutes in, you better be a subscriber. Please go and subscribe. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next video for this. Let me know as well if you have any ideas for it. People have told me that the different titles that they wanted to use for it, they were kind of long to put in a thumbnail. UNR is very simple and easy, and I don't have to commit to free to play, so I'm not going to put F to play. I'm just going to put UNR, uncommon and rare, underneath it, StewDucer's account, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you all soon. Thanks.